Star of 90-Day Fiancé. Klippel-Feil syndrome is an uncommon congenital ailment that Big Ed Brown possesses. The man from San Diego began his career in reality TV with 90-Day Fiancé. Prior to the fourth season of 90 Days, he was involved in a distant relationship with Rose Vega. Big Ed's first wife had divorced him after he had an affair, so he had been single for 30 years. Big Ed's cheerful demeanor won people over. Fans couldn't help but cheer for him as a cast member because of his charisma and honesty. He lost his position as a popular favorite quickly, though. When he finally got to see Rose in person, his sinister side came out. He had lied to her about his height and vasectomy, and he made fun of the way she looked. After Rose broke up with Big Ed, he fell in love once more, this time with a half-his-age single mother. He also showed disdain for Liz Woods, but Liz's poor self-worth prevented her from thinking she was worthy of more. After 14 breakups with Liz, Big Ed decided he was tired of her and called off their wedding. Klippel-Feil syndrome is a congenital disorder defined by the improper fusion of two or more cervical vertebrae, according to the NCBI. This causes the person's neck to shorten, and it may also cause them to have neck muscular soreness, limited neck movement, and persistent headaches. It increases a person's risk of neurological impairments, cervical spinal abnormalities, instability, and spinal stenosis. Morris Klippel and Andre Feil initially reported the disease in 1912. Big Ed has made jokes about how his large personality garnered him the nickname Big Ed, which also makes him appear taller. He stated that he stood 4 feet 11 inches tall. Big Ed stated that he is well aware of his height. But since he is Big Ed, he was able to get over it. He disclosed that he suffered from a unique skin ailment. He required pillows and linens with a high thread count, more than 1,000. Furthermore, he was not allowed to use any makeup or detergents with a lot of chemicals. When Big Ed traveled to the Philippines to see Rose, he was concerned that he may develop a rash. Rose had not yet received the pillows and linens he had been shipping her. When it came to his height, Big Ed had been dishonest with Rose. Since she had stated that she was 5'2", he had informed her that he was as well. He prayed Rose would like him, that she would accept him as he was. Before the first B90 Season 4 episode aired, Big Ed's height and physical attributes were being debated online. Big Ed discussed the remarks made about his physique with E.T. He clarified that his range of motion is restricted. Throughout his entire life, he has been teased because of his larger-than-average chest cavity. When the show debuted, Big Ed was literally in panic and began to study the internet reviews. He was requested not to read them, but that was the only thing. He remembered asking his ex-wife why she loved him, given his shorter neck and smaller stature, to which she had responded, "What are you talking about?" In May 2024, Big Ed had a lengthy conversation with Today regarding his health. Since Big Ed's ailment is so uncommon, its source is unknown. Big Ed wasn't given the Klippel-Feil syndrome diagnosis until he was a teenager due to its rarity. A pediatrician warned Big Ed's parents when he was a newborn that as he grew older, he would face numerous challenges. Big Ed clarified that the reason the physicians were disclosing all of these potential problems to his parents was because they didn't know what it was. Big Ed related how his father had reassured his anxious mother, "No, he's perfect. Don't stress over it." Big Ed felt his father had said something kind. He went on, but they really didn't know what it was until later. Since then, Big Ed has gotten messages from individuals all over the world who wanted to connect with him since they too suffer from Klippel-Feil syndrome. Big Ed has spent his entire life being ridiculed. He recalled his experience in high school when he became trapped in the neck machine. It was a common joke among his peers that Big Ed used to work out with all the football players. Big Ed became extremely well known at school as a result of it. Big Ed's appearance was no longer being made fun of by anyone in the school. In the process, he also developed his entertainment side, which boosted his self-esteem. He made good use of his upper body strength, which he had always had. My condition helped me become kind of popular. Big Ed started bodybuilding at an early age. His innate physical strength led him to get interested in gymnastics. But it also resulted in him having a terrifying mishap. Big Ed, 13, lost his balance while performing a double backflip, landing on his head. He thought he might have fractured his neck. But upon arriving at the hospital, he discovered that a portion of his spinal cord had become exposed. After that, Big Ed was prohibited from participating in gymnastics or contact sports. After being heartbroken, he started bodybuilding. Apart from everything under the sun, Big Ed is aware that he is referred to as neckless, no neck, and no neck Ed, and he finds it hurtful. Big Ed, nevertheless, has never allowed his illness to define who he is. Though he was aware that the critics continued to make funny puns, he didn't find the jokes about his small neck offensive. He believes that one must be able to laugh at oneself and embraces his identity. In addition, Big Ed serves as chairman of Remembering Nicholas, a charity organization that helps families deal with the untimely death of a baby. We are all the ways that God made us. Big Ed thinks everything happens for a purpose, including the reason he looks the way he does. He spoke of a man from New York named Abe who wrote him a letter. Big Ed was questioned how he confidently smears mayonnaise on his hair on national TV by Abe, who also has Klippel-Feil disease. "Everyone is teasing me," Abe said to Big Ed. The star of 90 Day Fiancé advised his admirer not to let the syndrome define who he is. Big Ed concluded, "And that's how I've always kind of lived my life."